Guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be making Haitian style fried fish. Here I have a red snapper, and right now I'm just descaling it. My local fish market usually descales it themselves, but they do miss a few spots. So what you want to go ahead and do is you just want to go ahead and descale it anywhere that you feel there are scales. The scales are mainly on the tail and on the face of the fish, so just take your time to go ahead and descale the fish. Make sure if you touch it to see if there are any scales anywhere, and different things like that. And once you've done that, you want to go ahead and cut out the private part of the fish. There's also a large bone there as well that you could pull out. And I just go ahead and take that out and discard of it. Then here, what you see me doing is you see me taking out the gill of the fish. So take your time to go ahead and get your knife under there and cut that gill out. Then once I cut the gill out, I'm going to go ahead and cut out the roof of the fish's mouth. So I just stick my knife under there and I just do my best to go ahead and pull that out. Okay, so now you then want to go ahead and start to clean out the guts of the fish, and you also want to take out all of that white stuff. I'm not sure what it's called in English, so sorry about that, guys, but you want to go ahead and do your best to pull all of that white stuff out, pull all of the guts and stuff out. Rinse the fish off in cold water just to kind of clear out most of it so you can see what you have left. And then any large bones that you see that you could take out, remove those as well. But just, take your time here because your knife is really sharp. It should be really sharp at least. So just take your time to take all of those guts out. Now what you guys see me doing here is I'm actually removing the breast of the fish. What I've realized is this part of the fish actually kind of smells really bad when you cook it, so I just remove it. You'll know it's the breast of the fish because it's a lot darker than the other meat on the fish. And here, guys, I'm just making sure I get any extra pieces of whiteness or any extra guts out of the fish before I go ahead and start to clean the fish itself. And then here I'm also just checking to make sure that there aren't any more scales on the fish, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut 3 slices on the side of the fish on both sides to make sure that all the flavor and salt and seasoning gets into the fish. Now to clean our fish, I'm going to generously sprinkle the fish with salt, and then I'm also going to go ahead and rub it down with lime, and I'm also going to go ahead and pour some vinegar on it. Now guys, when you're cleaning the fish, you want to go ahead and be extremely generous when you're cleaning it, especially with the salt and the lime, because this is what's going to remove that nasty fish smell that you get from the fish. And you just want to go ahead and scrub the fish down. You don't really have to be gentle here. I mean, obviously you don't want to go too hard that you break the fish, but you do want to go ahead and scrub the fish down. Scrub in between those cuts, and you want to make sure you scrub down inside of the fish's mouth, the tail, the face, all of that good stuff. I cleaned this fish. I was scrubbing this fish for about 10 minutes until I couldn't really smell that fish smell anymore. And then once I got done scrubbing the fish down, I let it sit in that salt, vinegar, and lime mixture for about 5 to 10 minutes. And then I went ahead and rinsed it off. And while I was rinsing it off, I went ahead and rinsed it with the lime as well. So I was rubbing the lime on it while I was rinsing it with cold water. Now once I fully rinsed off my fish, I'm going to go ahead and add some ippies to my fish. And I'm going to make sure I get it all in between the cracks and the crevices and those cuts that I went ahead and put into the fish earlier. I actually let this sit for about 30 minutes just to make sure that the flavor of the ippies seeps deep into the fish. That way when we fry it, we could taste it in the fish flesh. And once the fish has seasoned and you've left it there for 30 minutes, what you want to go ahead and do is you want to take a kitchen towel and you want to pat it dry, and then you want to cover it in flour. Now I'm just using all-purpose flour here. It's not seasoned. It's just plain flour. And these are my grandma's hands, by the way. She helped me make the fish. And you just want to go ahead and make sure that you have some hot grease on the side, and you're just going to go ahead and put your fish in the grease. Now my grease is on high, medium to high, and you just want to go ahead and cook them for about 10 minutes on each side, or until the fish gets golden brown. Now I actually had to go ahead and cut my fish in half because the whole fish didn't fit in the pot. But that's fine. I just went ahead and stuck it back together on the plate, and then decorated the plate with fresh parsley, onions, peppers, and tomatoes. And I made a little bit of fish sauce on the side. And that's it, guys. Very simple, very easy. I really hope you guys enjoy this. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.